Mick, congratulations. Judging by the glint in your eye, you're happy to be back.
Thank you. And I am happy to be back, of course, yeah.
Yeah. It's been a whirlwind couple of days, I'd imagine. Can you talk us through them from your point of view and when you first realised that there was an opportunity to return?
Yes, I got a call on Wednesday as I was driving to Sunderland, actually, and to come and speak. Well, Martin had gone, and of course my phone suddenly went haywire with the news that he'd gone, and then I got a call late that on Wednesday to ask if I would go and meet John and Rude. So I was delighted to get the call, of course.
Was it clear right from the start that it was going to be this short-term arrangement until 2020, with Stephen Kenny then stepping in?
As soon as I met them, yes. As soon as I met them face to face, oh yeah, they were right open and honest and transparent about it. There couldn't be anything else. They couldn't drop that one on me, could they? Say, and initially, would I have liked 4 years? But I've gone back on that. I keep saying I think that you should be in charge for a tournament. All right, so I'm not going to get the chance to have that chance of another tournament. But you know what? If we do well, if we qualify, and that's going to be tough, we're going to 2 qualifiers in March. If we do, and we end up with a brilliant tournament, and I have to hand that on to somebody else, I've agreed to do that, and I'm cool.
Yeah, it has opened the unusual predicament of actually Ireland fans talking about what happens if it goes brilliantly at Euro 2020.
Well, I'm glad they're thinking that. Yeah, it'd be great. But if it doesn't, then there'll be people who'll be glad to see at the back of me anyway. So, I said I think that I should have left in 2002. I had a great tournament, but I never thought of it at the time. And I've not just thought this now. I thought that after when I eventually left, I thought I should have gone, should have walked, and enjoyed the fact and left it. So whatever happens, that's just what I'll be doing.
Have you met Stephen Kenny before?
I think we have briefly, but I'm looking forward to meeting him tonight and seeing him. We're going to have a bit of dinner.
His role is under-21 manager and in charge of all the underage teams, but part of this seems that he's going to learn the ropes somewhat of senior team management as well. Do you expect him to be in and around the camp quite a bit?
That's difficult because I had it with Taff, Ian Evans, when he was the 21s manager. Their games are on a different day. They could be in different places. I think the message is to everybody that it's a team. Everybody from everybody who is involved, from John Delaney all the way down to wherever it might go, and we all have to work as one to try and be a success. And that's with Stephen, that's with Rude, that's with me, and everybody else. I'll be going to speak to scouts in England and anybody that can help us. Anybody that can do a job for us and help us make us better.
You've announced 2 of your backroom team today. Terry Connor is going to be your assistant and Robbie Keane coming in as well. Have you any other plans for coaching as to who you want involved?
There'll be a goalkeeping coach come in and possibly something with the scouting, but other than that, no, I don't need a massive team in terms of doing that. TC and myself ran Wolves, we ran Ipswich, we've got enough experience, and Robbie's coming in now to give us younger mind, brighter mind, fresher, some new ideas from his time at Inter Milan, from Leeds, from Liverpool, from Tottenham. If he can't add something to it, then there's going to be something sadly wrong.
We spend a lot of time working with several of your former players, Kevin Kilban, Gary Breen, and their eyes light up when they talk about playing for Ireland under you and how much they enjoyed it and your powers of motivation. And an awful lot of those players played their best football in a green jersey. When you look at this Irish team now and 12 players coming in the past year at a really difficult time, and you listen to some of Matt Doherty's comments about the training and the difference between club and country, I don't know if they have that same buzz, those younger players coming in. You are probably going to have, a week before your first match with them. How tough a task is that to get that pride, passion, love of playing for Ireland back, as well as getting the technical side of it as well?
I don't know until they all tip up in March. I've just been saying I joined Ipswich on the 1st of November, and we had 7 points from 13 games. And I was there on the Wednesday, and all it was negativity. We sat watching games, we sat watching our games, watching other opposition, and I didn't get one positive vibe from anybody until our goalkeeping coach, Malcolm Webster, said to me, "Gaffer, there's some good players here and there's some good lads here, and it's not all negative." And that's got to be the same thought process here. that let's try and get away from the negativity. Let's try and get the positivity back. You're not telling me that all those lads don't want to come here and play for Ireland. Of course they do. And it's when they're here, try and get that atmosphere going that I had with Jack, with Mick Byrne, that people had with me. And you said about Breeny and Kevin Kilban, they're two great players for me. And I'm so happy and I'm proud of the fact that they enjoyed playing for me. So let's hope I can get that going again. Fingers crossed, wouldn't it be great?
The landscape has changed as well in terms of those type of players who grew up very much in Irish communities in England. We've had constant eligibility rows over the last 3 or 4 years, from Jack Grealish through to Declan Rice. Michael Obafemi has now been sorted. What's your attitude towards that situation? Do you go chasing these young players who've been involved, who are undecided about where their allegiances lie?
I think if the players qualify, then they're entitled to play. You know, there'd have been a lot of excuse me. You know, I remember joining. There's me and Jerry Payton and Chris Houghton and others that, well, Ray Houghton, Tony Cascarino, you know, people that were born in England. Paul McGrath was born in England. I think David O'Leary was born in England, I believe, so I'm led to believe. But, you know, Irish parents came live back in Ireland. There's lots of us that played in those teams that are kind of revered as legends and heroes because of the success that we had. So I think it'd be remiss of me not to try and include all those players if I can get them, and we can get them playing and they do qualify to play. Then that's first and foremost, and then they want to turn up and play in that green shirt and give everything that the Kevin Kilbans, the Breenys, the Paul McGraths, David O'Leary's, Ray Houghton's, Andy Townsend's, that we gave all throughout that, you know, that period of time, which was a wonderful, wonderful period for Irish football.
What's your plan with Declan Rice specifically?
Sorry, I'm scratching my nose. I'm not telling lies. I know that's body language. I've actually got an itchy nose. Declan Rice, I spoke to his dad. I said, look, I hope you don't mind me saying this, because I wanted to be able to repeat what he'd said, and he'd been asked to go to St George's Park, and which he did. He never thought it was going to get blown up like it did. He's like some sort of traitor, and that's far from it. He's played in the youth teams, and everybody believes he's a really good player and should be playing for us. I guess that's up to me. I'll maybe drop Robbie along and we'll go and see him and see if we can. It's a different set of circumstances. And I'm going to clear something up. It's nothing to do with any arguments with Martin, Roy or anybody else. It all just got so much and overwhelming that the story, that he just took a backward step. And I actually said that when I was interviewing, asked about it. I said, he should just go and play in West Ham's team. Get in there, become a good player, and then he'll have the choice. And well, maybe he's got that now, and hopefully he chooses us.
So what's the plan for the next 4 months? Do you get around, watch as many games as possible, speak to as many of the players face-to-face as possible?
Absolutely. I'll have to get all the phone numbers first. I'll be going to some of the training grounds and watch them and meet them. Hopefully watch some other training as well, try and learn something from somebody else. Because there's always something to learn wherever you go. And trying to get we'll be watching the opposition. Certainly when the draw starts, then I can go back and watch the other teams that have been playing, watch the players that do play in those teams, and try and get us as well prepared as we possibly can for March 2019.
Best of luck with it.
Thank you.